Welcome back to an updated guide on one of the most boring but stable money making methods on Hypixel Skyblock. Farming is pretty passive, and if you do it right, you can make tens of millions of coins per hour. This is an updated guide since my last one was uploaded over a year ago, and some of the stuff has changed since then. I'll try to cover all of the most important things about the garden that you should know about, and just some general progression of this area. So let's get right into it. If you want to access the garden, you need to be Skyblock level 5, so go do something else like mining, farming, combat or something. Just get your level up. Once you reach level 5, you will get a message about a stranger on your island. Simply go talk to them and they will teleport you to the garden. Once at the garden, you will talk to Sam, who will give you a pretty basic rundown of the garden. Once you are done that, you are let loose to do whatever you want. If you head to the Sky Mart located inside of the desk, you can purchase some farming equipment to get you started. If you walk outside, you will see people visiting your island. If you give them the item they are requesting, you will be given farming XP, garden XP, and copper. The thing we are aiming for right now is unlocking mushrooms at Garden level 9. The easiest way of getting garden XP is farming crops. Well, obviously. What I would do is I would go along the list of crops and get each one of them to crop milestone 17 plus. Once you have reached that level of crop, move on to the next crop, and inside the desk you can easily make farm of that crop simply by pressing a button. If you go along the list of crops, leveling them up, you will reach Garden level 9 in no time. Once you have reached Garden level 9 and unlocked mushrooms, here is the general progression you should take for the next little bit. I highly recommend you do not farm for money before reaching farming level 40. You should grind out mushrooms since they give the most amount of XP. I'll have a mushroom farm layout near the end of this video if you want to copy it. But the most important items in making your level 40 grind faster are these essential items. You should be using a fungi cutter with the blessed reforge as well as the cultivating enchant. You're going to need a rabbit pet at epic or higher rarity. It is preferable if it is already at level 100 since it will give the max amount of farming wisdom. For the equipment, you can go with a Zoro's cape, a pelt belt, and a rift necklace if you have it. Lastly, you should have a god potion with a booster cookie activated for the XP boosts. That should give you a decent amount of extra XP. There are some extra items that grant like 1 extra fortune but cost 500 million coins, so I didn't mention them. What armor you could use doesn't really matter. You can buy the farming progression armor like melon at level 25, crappie at level 30, squash at level 35. Once you finally reach farming level 40, you can switch to something else. You can switch to full fermento armor with the mossy reforge if you have a good amount to spend since they are 50 million coins each. If you're on the cheaper side for now, you can go with a Skymart brochure, which will give you the bustling enchant. You should get the full Lotus equipment set. All of them should be reforged to rooted. You should use a Melon Dicer 3.0 with the blessed reforge on it, with all of the best enchants like cultivating, dedication, efficiency, sunder, and turbo melon, just to name a few. For the pet, use a mushroom cow with a green bandana. Once you have all of this, start farming melons. I will quickly go over what pest farming is. If you haven't noticed already, when you break crops on your plot, these pests have debuffs of things like reduced farming fortune, so they can easily become an annoyance when you try to farm. If you don't like them, you can buy a pest repellent from the desk in the garden, which will reduce their spawn rate by 4 times. Although they can seem to be annoying and worthless, they actually do give a significant amount of money for killing them. I personally have not done this, but if you want to start farming pests, all you need is fermento armor, biohazard armor, and a vacuum. Simply make a plot dedicated to farming them, but essentially all it is you break your crops, farm normally using biohazard armor, which increases the chance that they will spawn. Just suck them up in your vacuum and kill them. You can also use a sprayinator on the plot you want to farm on and have a higher spawn chance. But finally, I'll cover the mushroom farm layout quickly. This becomes super easy with a builder's ruler. They are 140k coins right now, so definitely worth a buy if you don't have one. The farm layout I'm going to be showing you is made by Melon King. I'll leave a link to the original video in the description if you want to check it out, but all credit goes to them for this farm. So what we're going to do is first place a TNT go to our builder's ruler, build a line of soul sand, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and build another. Then build another 5 of TNT, then build up 2 soul sand again, and a block on the side. And then we are going to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 down, break this, then place 1 here, and then basically going to repeat like we did down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, build 2 up, place 1 on top, 1 TNT on the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, place 1 below, break this, place soul sand there, place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is what it should look like. So now here you can use any block of your choice. I'm just going to use dirt because I'm too lazy to go get other blocks. But place it on here, on the edge here, same with up here. We are back at the builder. We're just going to buy some podzol. Now with our podzol in our builder's ruler, all we're going to do is just place it on top of the TNT. Now that that's done, we can break our TNT here. And we are basically pretty close to being done right now. So now we can go to the bazaar, buy a couple stacks of red mushrooms. So placing the mushrooms, we are going to do it on this side of it. And there we go. Now the mushrooms will start spreading. So now with that done, we can open up our husk again, go to configure plots, and we can save this. Now we can go on to the plot alongside of it and paste it. So now while that's pasting, we're going to make a couple of last changes. You can use your blocks that you used here, and you're just going to place one on the end here, on the end here. I'm going to break the soul sand here. Going to place one here and one here and break this here also. So now let's just say this is the end of my farm here. How I am going to close it off so it becomes a loop is simply placing 2 blocks here, 2 blocks down here, 2 down here, 2 here, 2 here, and finally 2 down here. Now you're going to take your builder's ruler, you're going to shift right click to delete these blocks, and you're going to fill it with soul sand, go down to the one below, do the same thing, same with the one at the bottom. Then when you want to farm, you're going to come over here to the start, you're going to /set spawn, then with rancher boots you're going to set them to 232. You're going to get out your farming device, which I do not have, but set the yaw to -16, the pitch to 5.5. Then simply go along, break the block. That's basically all for me. If you want a good melon farm, I'll have it linked in the description. But yeah, that's basically it. See ya.